Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. I'm one of your gracious hosts here, MattyBets, joined by my other gracious host,
Your boy BigAl Bettor. Come on, baby.
BigAl Bettor. How are we feeling today, Al?
I feel great. NFC North. We're gonna jump into the final team. Break down the schedule. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Vikings too. It's gonna be a very interesting year for the Vikings. It's really hard to rank them for me. There's a lot of question marks, in my
It's
opinion.
tough. New quarterback. JJ McCarthy obviously got hurt, so we got Sam Darnold starting. He's been kind of bouncing around as a backup for the last couple of years, so it'll be interesting to see if he's made any steps. You have Aaron Jones added to the backfield. Justin Jefferson obviously still there. He's a stud. The defense. What is the defense? Who even knows?
Exactly.
They've been middle of the pack, I think, since Kevin O'Connell's been there. So, are they going to make any strides? They're going to stay kind of the same. Yeah, it's an interesting team to kind of jump into the schedule and break down. We don't really know what to expect, and Kevin O'Connell did good last year with a bunch of different quarterbacks.
Yeah,
So it'll be interesting to see the no more Kirk Cousins era of the Vikings this year.
exactly. See what they look like after moving on from him. Good for
Right.
the good pickup for the Vikings, though I will say that. But you ready to jump into their schedule?
I'm so excited. Yes, let's do it.
Me too. All right, week one, playing against one of the better teams in the league, the New York Giants.
One of the better teams. Yeah.
Yeah, on the road.
I actually, this may shock you. I have the Giants coming in and winning this game.
Do you?
Yep.
Giants at home against the Vikings. I am not there with you. I am
Okay.
taking the Vikings to get this win.
I had a feeling you were not going to be there with me. You love to fade the Giants.
I
I
do.
just think I don't think the Giants are going to have a great year. Spoiler alert. But I think they start it strong, give a bunch of false hope, and then fall off the cliff.
Okay. Well, I think it's going to be that way for the Vikings, but uh,
Okay.
they'll get the win there week one. What about week two, home against the Niners?
That is a loss all day.
I mean, is that even a question? Like,
It's not.
if they do get the win, then maybe we start talking a little bit more about the Vikings, but we'll see.
Potentially.
Yeah,
Potentially.
I also have the Vikings losing that game too.
Correct. Correct.
And then moving on to week three, another home game against the Houston Texans.
Yeah, that's we know what CJ Stroud is. They added Stephon Diggs. Houston's going to be good. We know this. I have them losing this game as well,
Yeah, I do too. I see Houston
which is
coming to town.
unfortunate.
It is because you have two back-to-back home games and you're going to lose them both, which
Yeah.
is a really rough way to start the year. Like, disappointment to home fans, but
Hopefully, we're just completely wrong, and they come out and they're actually like a really good team. That would be
nah, it'd be nice, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe we are completely wrong. But week four, away against Green Bay.
go pack, go pack, go, and Vikings. You can go back home because you're gonna lose that game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we did our Packers video, I also took the Packers to win this game as well.
I do believe you did in Lambeau.
Yeah, it's in Lambeau Field. I'm not trusting the Vikings, and yeah, would you say
Yep.
Sam Darnold's their quarterback this year?
Sam Darnold,
Yeah, so I'm.
which who's the frick? Shanahan said he was the best quarterback he'd ever seen when he was on the when he was the backup for the Niners last year in training camp. He's like the way he's spinning the rock right now. He's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay, so then why is Brock Purdy playing? Exactly,
Well,
good question.
we know why. We know
Yeah,
why.
week five, home against the Jets. Their home games suck this year. It's so tough.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers coming to town, and that Jets defense. I'm on the Jets all day long.
I mean, dude, we're seeing Rodgers come back to that division. I mean, it's gonna be
That's
fun.
gonna be an
Yeah,
epic.
I mean,
Yes.
he knows the Vikings pretty well. I'm gonna give the Jets the win there too. With that defense, it's too stacked. Like
Yep.
Jefferson probably has a hard time that game.
Yeah, he's gonna get shadow covered, and then he's probably be one sauce.
hmm
So,
The only person I'd bet on that game to have a lot of yards, like break 100, would be Addison.
or you take Garrett Wilson
Well, I just meant for the Vikings.
for the
If any,
Vikings.
yeah, if
Addison.
anybody
Yeah,
was gonna
yeah.
get 100 yards, because
Or
Jefferson's
Hawkinson.
not going to. Yeah, or Hawkins and TJ could get it too. Week six, after these brutal opening games, they're gonna have a bye week. Week six, pretty early bye week, but
Early bye, but good time.
yeah, much
Regroup,
needed.
circle the
Yeah,
wagons. You know what
exactly. And then have your next home game, which is week seven, and that's against the Lions.
I mean? Yeah. I actually have them winning this one.
Oh, okay, surprising and shocking, but I'm not. I'm not there with you. Sorry, I can't die on
Okay.
that hill. Vikings lose this game to the Lions.
Okay.
Lions star power is just too much.
So Minnesota's coming off a bye. and the Lions will be coming off playing Dallas.
Yep.
So that is my
If
and
you care
Minnesota
about
gets to be
that,
at home.
yeah.
If you care about that and tough games prior to and then having to travel, that's why I'm leaning towards the Vikings that game.
Okay.
Not because I think they're a better team than Detroit by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay. That's your reasoning for that. Week 8
Mm-hmm.
is a road game against the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, I have them losing that one in LA.
I do too. I don't think they're winning that
LA's
game at all.
Rams are going to be pretty good this year. So
Yes, exactly. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's coming back. It's going to be a really good year for them. The only one's that's not is Aaron Donald. So.
right, which a great career.
Yeah, exactly. Hall of Famer. Week 9 is a home game against the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes, it is, and I have the riding in and riding out with a win.
Yep. I have the Colts winning that game as well.
Yep.
Colts are very exciting this year.
It's
Hopefully
not an
it
easy
keeps
schedule
up.
for the Vikings, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of tough teams and some tough stretch. Like having San Fran, Houston, Green Bay, New York as your second, third, fourth, fifth games. That's kind of brutal.
Yeah, exactly. Like the San Fran Texans, Green Bay,
And then you come back,
Jets.
you get Detroit and the Rams.
Literally,
and then
you have
you
your
have to
bye
play
week and
Indy.
you have the
Good
Lions.
grief, man. That's like not fun.
No,
So,
it's brutal.
anyway.
And I still didn't even know how I wanted to rank the Vikings because of like the quarterback, and now it's kind of making it
That's what it
easy
is.
for
It's
me.
like you go in, you're like, okay, Vikings. Even if they have mediocre quarterback play, they could still be like a middle of the road team. But then you look at the schedule and you're just like, nope, they're not.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is like I love Jefferson too, like so much. He's such a good
The whole
receiver.
league
So.
loves Jefferson.
We'll see. Maybe he
Like,
does elevate the quarterback, and maybe they do play
Could.
really well. But the defense still
Could.
needs to hold up. So we'll see. Week 10,
Correct.
they're on the road against Jacksonville. Now these next two games are both on the road, both against
Yep.
AFC South, and they're both
Yep.
tough for me.
They're both what?
Tough.
They are tough. They are tough. I do have them losing to Jacksonville.
I do too.
I
I
think
have them losing
Jacksonville.
on
I've
the
said
road.
it in a bunch of the videos. I think Jacksonville. I know for sure that you give them credit for being, but I think people are kind of sleeping on them, being kind of quiet, and I think they're gonna surprise some people.
The thing
They
with
do.
the Jags is Trevor Lawrence is still there. I mean,
Right? Doug Peterson's still there.
mhm.
Travis Etienne's still there. They still have great receivers. Um,
Yeah, they're going to be an
they picked
interesting
up
team to watch.
Gabe Davis, right?
I don't know if that was them or the Titans. It might have been the Jags though. Our division got so many like.
I thought it was a Florida team.
Okay, yeah, might have been them. Then. If it was a Florida team, then it definitely was them. Because
Okay.
I know that the Titans have like 3 receivers. I think the Titans got Gabe Davis.
Okay.
Yeah. But doesn't matter. Whatever. Moving on. Week 11 on another road game against Tennessee. The Titans.
At the Titans.
Mhm. This is tough because I don't want to just keep giving Minnesota losses, but it's tough. They got to go on the road.
Yeah, they do, and you get the Mayo drinking Will Levis hucking the rock around. I'm gonna have to give him an L here. I don't love it.
Yeah, it's week 11. It's later in the year. I'm also going to give him a loss. I think Will Levis is going to take a while to get going, but I think week 11 is going to be perfectly fine for him to be slinging the rock.
Yeah, and I think he will. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one. Man, that's
Yeah, it is. All
That's
right,
brutal.
week 12, another road game against the Bears.
Yeah, at Chicago, I have them losing.
I do too.
It's now November. It's outdoors. Chicago's cold, and this is a dome team. So, for that reason, I'm out.
Yep, exactly. Me too. For all the reasons that you just said, I didn't really have to say much. I like the Bears and what they're doing with Caleb Williams and stuff like that. Like, they should be good.
I hope the Bears win 0 games and just suck.
It's not gonna happen.
But it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
So if they're even somewhat good, they're probably gonna win this game.
Moving on, week 13, home game against the Cardinals.
Home game against Cardinals, I do give them a win here.
I do too. I got him as a win right there. Yep.
And I'm not even hating on the Cardinals. I just think like this is finally a matchup that's like a team that I think is at their level, and they get the home matchup. So I just
exactly
think
they get the extra points for being home field. I agree.
Correct.
Week 14 home game against the Falcons.
See this one, we may differ on this one.
We probably will.
I actually have them losing this one.
No, we don't differ at all because I also have them losing.
Okay, look at that. Lockstep.
Mm-hmm.
Lock it in.
I like the Falcons a lot this year. They're going to be really good.
Lock it in.
I mean, you got to understand it's a revenge game.
True.
Kirko Chains, baby.
Kirko Chains.
Yeah, he's going to come in there and he's going to let him know. Be like, hey, Jefferson, nice to see you. I miss you. Hey, guess what? I have this guy named Drake London. He's actually pretty good, too.
That's going to be a fun game. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't love Atlanta this year, like a lot of people do, but I do think they're going to take care of it.
They have a tough schedule.
They do have a tough schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
All right, week 15. Home against the Bears.
Yeah, this one I have the Minnesota taking this one.
I do, too. I have the Bears losing. I have Minnesota getting a win here at home.
Yep, agreed.
I don't
We are
love
lockstep, my friend.
Don't love Minnesota, but I mean the home field
I don't-
advantage in these games is really important unless they're playing a really good team.
And like we've said through this whole NFC North run, it's a tough division, and the teams always play each other pretty close.
Yep, exactly. Week 16, we have them on the road in Seattle.
Yes, we do, and I have them losing this one.
I do too. I have Seattle winning this. We're pretty
I
lock stride
as well. We
here
kind
with
of
the Vikings,
are,
yeah.
Once again, indoor team going outdoors and then traveling to the West Coast. I just can't get there.
Yeah. All right, well, week 17 is home against the Packers.
Yeah, and I have them losing this. Well, hello?
What?
I said I have them losing this one as well.
Okay. This one's tough for me because, like we were saying, the home field advantage. I'm going to have to give it to Green Bay, though. I'm going to have to give it to Green Bay. I think they're getting a loss
Yeah, I
here.
think there's just levels to the game, and
Well, there
level
is.
Minnesota's going to be on this year is not going to be the level the Packers are going to be on this year, so can't give them a win there.
No, you can't. All right, well, moving on. Last game of the year for them is an away game on the road in Detroit.
Yep, and we may disagree on this one too.
We better not. We better not
No,
disagree
we might.
on this one.
No, it's. I mean,
They lose
I know
here.
how you are.
They lose here.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can't. I wish I could get there, but Detroit's going to be a really good team this year. We've talked about it, and they're not going to end the season on an L. You know.
No, they're not going to.
So.
Unless they're resting starters.
Right,
But
which we're not taking that
yeah.
into account here with these predictions. We're taking it at full strength versus full strength.
Well, what are we looking at as far as win
All right,
totals
so
go?
the books have the win total set at 6.5.
Okay. Which
I
I think that's actually probably pretty fair.
feels high to me. You have them going the exact same as me, which I think this might be the first teams we've actually had the exact same totals on.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
And the total is 3-14.
Okay, well, I think that we are going to be going to bet that under really quick.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. And maybe they'll surprise us and shock the world and actually, be competitive. But it all depends on Sam Darnold, and I'm just not willing to. With that tough schedule, I'm not willing to be like, yeah, Sam Darnold can beat all these tough teams.
Yeah, it's not an easy schedule to say the least. Like they
And like
have
I
a
said
lot of hard
earlier,
teams.
It's not like their defense is a top tier, top 10 defense that can really keep you in all these games,
Yeah, exactly.
If it was, it's a different story. That's like the Jets, right? They won 7 games last year with a carousel of quarterbacks and Zach Wilson most of the time.
Yeah.
Like you can do that when you have a top 10 defense, but the Vikings don't even have that. So,
Yeah, when you don't have it, it makes it very difficult.
Right.
Mhm.
So, yeah, 3-14. That's a tough season.
It is tough. But you never know. Like, these are just our predictions.
Our projections. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. But
nobody knows. And if you do know, then you're probably filthy rich because
exactly, and you don't even watch these videos or anything because you know the answer.
Right. Exactly.
But thank you for everybody tuning in. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think the Vikings are going to do this year. Maybe you have a different take than we do, and you know something that we don't. But until next time we see you guys, take it easy and keep winning your bets.
Keep beating the book, baby.
Yes, sir.